Hello everyone, my name is Robert, and welcome to Daily English Insights. The place where you grow real confidence and real fluency in English. Today's journey starts with a true story. Maria had just started her first job in an English-speaking company. She was so excited. Her English grades in school were good. She practiced grammar. She memorized vocabulary lists. But on her first day, something unexpected happened. When she walked into the office kitchen, a co-worker smiled and said, "Hey, how's it going?" Maria froze. She didn't know how to answer. She thought, wait, what does that mean exactly? Should I say I am fine? Should I say it is going well? Why can't I remember anything? In that tiny moment, all her confidence disappeared. Her heart raced. Her English brain went silent. Has this ever happened to you? You studied hard, but in real life the words just don't come out naturally. If yes, don't worry. You're not alone. Many learners face this same challenge. The truth is, textbook English is not the same as real workplace English. In school, we learn rules. In real life, we need rhythm, reaction, and connection. At work, people speak fast, use friendly tones, and mix small talk with tasks. They don't sound like the dialogues in your grammar book. So here's the good news. You can train your brain and your voice to sound natural, just like them. And today, I'll show you how. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand real workplace English, you'll be able to shadow it, speak with confidence, and sound more fluent than ever before. Let's start with something powerful. The shadowing technique. Have you heard of it before? Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time, like a shadow following a person. When you shadow, you don't just repeat sounds. You copy rhythm, tone, and emotion. You speak with your whole body, not just your mouth. Imagine you're watching a short video clip. You hear, "Good morning. How's your day going?" You repeat immediately, almost together. "Good morning. How's your day going?" You don't stop to think about grammar. You don't translate. You simply copy the sound and feeling. That's the secret. Shadowing connects listening and speaking instantly. It teaches your mouth what fluent English feels like. Grammar rules train your brain. Shadowing trains your voice. Let me show you the difference. When we learn from textbooks, we say things like, "I am fine, thank you." And you? It sounds polite but robotic. Now listen to the natural version. "Hey, I'm good, thanks. How about you?" Can you feel the difference? The first one is correct, but it feels cold. The second one is friendly and real. This is what shadowing helps you master. The sound of real English communication. Now, before we start shadowing together, I want you to remember this. You don't need perfect grammar. You need confidence and connection. When you focus too much on being perfect, you stop yourself from speaking. But when you focus on connecting, on listening, smiling, reacting, your words flow more naturally. So take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. You are not just learning English. You are becoming a communicator. Let's do a short mindset warm-up. I'll say each line. You repeat after me with energy. Ready? I can speak clearly. I can speak clearly. I can connect with people. I can connect with people. I am growing more confident every day. I am growing more confident every day. Excellent. You see, your energy changes when you speak with belief. Confidence starts in your voice. Now let's warm up your speaking muscles with some simple shadowing lines you'll use at work every day. These are short, natural, and friendly. I'll say each one twice. The first time slowly, the second time at a natural speed. You repeat both times. Ready? Let's begin. First phrase. Good morning. How's your day going? Again faster. Good morning. How's your day going? Second phrase. Thanks for helping me out. Now faster. Thanks for helping me out. Third phrase. Could you give me a moment, please? Now naturally, could you give me a moment, please? Great job. You're already sounding more fluent. Now, let's understand why these short sentences are powerful. In real conversations, native speakers don't speak in long, perfect sentences. They speak in short, connected chunks, like music. When you shadow them, your mouth learns that rhythm. Here's a contrast example. Robotic version. I would like to ask you for some help with the report. Now, natural version. Hey, could you help me with the report? Both are correct, but the second sounds friendlier and faster. That's why shadowing is the key to fluency. It teaches you to feel how native speakers speak. Maybe you've been told, you need more vocabulary. But the truth is, even simple words can sound confident if your tone is right. Think about how you say, thank you. If you say it flatly, thank you. It sounds forced, but if you add emotion, thanks so much. It feels warm and natural. That's why we practice shadowing, not only to learn words, but to practice emotion and energy. So let's add another mini practice. This time, shadow me as if you're talking to your real coworkers. Repeat after me, with emotion. Hey, great job on that presentation. Hey, great job on that presentation. Could we talk about the project later today? Could we talk about the project later today? Let me know if you need any help. Let me know if you need any help. That's it. Every time you shadow, you build real fluency, sound, rhythm, and emotion working together. Now let's take one moment to reflect. Maria, the learner from the beginning of our story, used to freeze during small talk. But when she discovered shadowing, everything changed. She started watching short English videos every morning. She repeated every phrase out loud, copying tone and rhythm. At first, it felt strange, but after 1 week, her coworkers noticed. They said, "Hey, your English sounds more natural." That moment changed everything for her, and it can change everything for you too. Because speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about being present, confident, and human. Now, before we move to the next section, here's a quick daily challenge. Choose one short workplace video, maybe an English vlog, a TED clip, or even this one. Listen and shadow for 5 minutes. Don't stop. Don't translate. Just follow the rhythm. At first, your brain might feel tired. That's good. It means it's learning. Every day you'll sound a little smoother, a little more confident. Remember, you're not just repeating words. You're building a fluent voice. Let's finish this section with a short confidence boost. Repeat after me, with power and emotion. I can learn from every conversation. I can sound natural in English. My voice matters. I am ready for the next challenge. Beautiful. Now that your voice is warmed up and your confidence is rising, let's step into the next part of our journey. Real workplace conversations. We'll shadow the exact dialogues you must master to sound fluent at work. Let's go. Now that your voice is warmed up, it's time to step into real workplace moments. The conversations that truly build your fluency and confidence. In this section, we'll shadow together through 5 everyday English situations. These are the conversations you'll face again and again at work. Small talk, asking for help, giving updates, handling mistakes, and ending conversations politely. Each one includes storytelling, natural phrase banks, and shadowing practice you can follow 3 times. First slow, then normal, then with emotion. Ready? Let's begin with the first and most common skill, connecting with people. Small talk and team. Connection. Imagine it's Monday morning. You walk into the office, grab a cup of coffee, and one of your coworkers smiles and says, "Hey, how was your weekend?" If your first thought is, "Oh no, what should I say?" you're not alone. Many English learners freeze at this moment. But small talk is actually your best friend at work. It builds trust. It shows warmth. It's the doorway to confidence. Let's learn how to handle it naturally. Here's the first phrase. How was your weekend? Repeat after me, slowly. How was your weekend? Now naturally, how was your weekend? And finally, with emotion. How was your weekend? Great. Now how do you answer? Here's a typical friendly response. It was great. I went to the park. Or, pretty relaxing. I watched a movie. Notice we don't say, my weekend was good. I rested. That sounds robotic. Instead, we make it short, personal, and warm. Try this one. That sounds great. Slow. That sounds great. Natural. That sounds great. Emotional. That sounds great. And one more. I needed that break too. Slow. I needed that break too. Natural. I needed that break too. Emotional. I needed that break too. Excellent. You're now sounding friendly and fluent. Here's a quick tip. Smile with your voice. Even if you're on a call or online meeting, people can hear your smile. Small talk is not about perfect grammar. It's about energy and connection. Let's shadow a short dialogue together. A. Morning. How was your weekend? B. Pretty good. I just relaxed at home. How about you? A. Nice. I went hiking. That sounds great. B. Yeah, I needed that break too. Repeat it once slowly, then again at natural speed. You see how short and friendly it is? That's real workplace English. Now let's move to a new situation, one that builds courage in every learner, asking for help or clarification. Imagine you're sitting at your desk, and your team leader gives you a task you don't fully understand. You nod, but your brain whispers, "Wait, what does that mean?" Here's where many learners make a mistake. They stay silent, afraid to ask again. But silence can lead to bigger problems later. So let's change the story. Let's build the confident version of you. Repeat this truth. It's okay to ask twice. That's what confident speakers do. Yes, confident people don't pretend. They clarify. Here are your key phrases. Phrase 1. Sorry, could you explain that again? Slow. Sorry. Could you explain that again? Natural. Sorry, could you explain that again? Emotional. Sorry, could you explain that again? Phrase 2. I just want to make sure I understand. Slow. I just want to make sure I understand. Natural. I just want to make sure I understand. Emotional. I just want to make sure I understand. You see the tone? Calm, respectful, confident. You're not showing weakness. You're showing professionalism. Let's add a third phrase. Could you give me an example? Slow. Could you give me an example? Natural. Could you give me an example? Emotional. Could you give me an example? Now listen to this mini story. Two co-workers, Emma and Tom, both get the same instruction. Tom doesn't understand, but he stays quiet. Later, he makes a mistake. Emma, on the other hand, asks politely, "Sorry, could you explain that again?" Her boss smiles and explains it clearly. Emma finishes her task faster and earns trust. See the contrast? Silence creates confusion. Clarifying creates confidence. Now shadow this short dialogue. A. Tom, please review the client feedback by Friday. B. Sure. Sorry. Could you explain that again? A. Of course. Just check the comments and summarize them. B. Got it? I just want to make sure I understand. Perfect. This is real English. Respectful, clear, confident. Let's move to the next one. Something you'll definitely need in any job. Giving updates or reporting you're in a team meeting. Everyone is sharing what they've done. It's your turn. You want to sound professional, but your mind goes blank. Let's fix that with easy patterns and phrases. When you report, remember this three-part structure. What's done? What's next? What's waiting? Here's the first phrase. I've completed the first part. Slow. I've completed the first part. Natural. I've completed the first part. Emotional. I've completed the first part. Second phrase. We're waiting for feedback from the client. Slow. We're waiting for feedback from the client. Natural. We're waiting for feedback from the client. Emotional. We're waiting for feedback from the client. Third phrase. Next, I'll focus on improving the layout. Slow. Next, I'll focus on improving the layout. Natural. Next, I'll focus on improving the layout. Emotional. Next, I'll focus on improving the layout. Now let's shadow the full report. I've completed the first part. We're waiting for feedback from the client. Next, I'll focus on improving the layout. You can use this structure in any update. It's clear, short, and confident. Let's add variety. I've finished the draft. I'm checking the details now. I'll update the file after the meeting. Shadow those 3 lines 3 times. Slow, natural, emotional. Now listen to a short story. A learner named David used to feel nervous during meetings. He thought his English wasn't good enough, but he practiced shadowing short report sentences every day. After 2 weeks, he spoke clearly in front of his team. His manager said, "David, your updates are always clear." That moment gave him pride and proof that fluency comes from rhythm, not from big words. So remember this. The goal is not to sound smart. The goal is to sound clear. Handling mistakes or apologies. Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers do. But what separates confident speakers from nervous ones is how they respond after a mistake. Imagine this. You send an email with the wrong attachment. Your coworker points it out. You feel embarrassed. What do you say? Most learners panic or say nothing. But silence makes things worse. Let's fix it the confident way. Phrase 1. I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it right away. Slow. I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it right away. Natural. I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it right away. Emotional. I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it right away. Phrase 2. Thanks for pointing that out. Slow. Thanks for pointing that out. Natural. Thanks for pointing that out. Emotional. Thanks for pointing that out. Now let's practice the short dialogue. A. Hey, I think the attachment is missing. B. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it right away. A. No worries. B. Thanks for pointing that out. See how natural and calm that sounds? No panic, no long excuses, just responsibility and kindness. Here's the emotional truth. Mistakes don't break trust. Silence does. When you respond quickly and kindly, people respect you more. Let's shadow the sentence that changes mindset. Mistakes don't break trust. Silence does. Say it again, with emotion. Mistakes don't break trust. Silence does. Excellent. Remember, apology is not weakness. It's confidence in action. Ending conversations. Politely, you've finished a short chat or a meeting. How do you close it naturally? Many learners forget this step. They just walk away or say nothing, which can feel cold. In English-speaking workplaces, polite endings leave a good impression. Let's master that now. Phrase 1. It was great talking with you. Slow. It was great talking with you. Natural. It was great talking with you. Emotional. It was great talking with you. Phrase 2. Let's catch up later this week. Slow. Let's catch up later this week. Natural. Let's catch up later this week. Emotional. Let's catch up later this week. Phrase 3. Thanks again for your time. Slow. Thanks. Again. For your time. Natural. Thanks again for your time. Emotional. Thanks again for your time. Now we'll do a 3-level shadowing challenge. Slow, medium, and natural. Slow. It was great talking with you. Let's catch up later this week. Thanks again for your time. Medium. It was great talking with you. Let's catch up later this week. Thanks again for your time. Natural. It was great talking with you. Let's catch up later this week. Thanks again for your time. Can you feel how your voice becomes smoother? That's your confidence growing. Let's use it in a mini story. You finish a project discussion. You stand up, smile, and say, "It was great talking with you. Let's catch up later this week." Your coworker smiles back. "Sure, sounds good." That small moment builds friendship and professional respect. Let's now connect everything we've practiced. You've shadowed 5 real-life conversations that every English learner faces at work. You learned how to start small talk, how to ask for help, how to report updates, how to handle mistakes, and how to close conversations politely. These are not advanced phrases. They are real phrases used by real people every day. Let's do a short review together. Repeat each category title after me. Small talk, connection, asking for help, confidence, giving updates, clarity, handling mistakes, trust, ending conversations, respect, beautiful. These are the 5 pillars of workplace fluency. Now imagine tomorrow you go to work and you face one of these situations. You'll remember today's shadowing practice. Your voice will be ready. Your rhythm will be natural. Your words will flow. Because you didn't just study English. You experienced it. Before we move to the final section, take one deep breath and repeat these affirmations after me. I can speak with confidence. I connect through conversation. My English is improving every day. I am ready for real life English. Now you've shadowed real life English at work. But fluency isn't just practice. It's confidence in motion. Let's lock it in together. In the next part, you've done it. Take a moment, breathe in, and smile. Because you've just practiced the 5 conversations that build real fluency. Small talk, asking for help, giving updates, handling mistakes, and ending politely. You've repeated, shadowed, and spoken out loud. You didn't just learn words. You trained your English voice. Every phrase you spoke today is a building block of confidence. Let's quickly review. When you say, "Good morning, how's your day going?" That's connection. When you say, "Could you explain that again?" Nay, that's courage. When you say, "I've completed the first part." That's clarity. When you say, "I'm sorry about that, I'll fix it right away." That's trust. And when you say, "It was great talking with you," that's respect. 5 short conversations. 1 big transformation. Now, let's return to the story we started with. Maria's story. Remember how she froze during her first day at work? Weeks later, something changed. She didn't just listen to English, she shadowed it. Every morning, before work, she played short videos and spoke along. At first, her voice shook. She made small mistakes, but she kept going. Then one day, in a team meeting, her manager asked for ideas. Maria took a breath and said clearly, "I think we can simplify the report. It'll save time." The room went quiet, not because she made an error, but because everyone was impressed. Her idea was good. Her English was clear. Her confidence was real. After the meeting, a co-worker smiled and said, "Hey, your English sounds so natural now." Maria smiled back. She knew why. She had trained her voice through shadowing. One phrase, one day at a time. And just like Maria, your English voice is growing every day. You might not notice it yet, but others will. Each time you shadow a phrase, you're not just copying sound. You're building rhythm, courage, and fluency that stays with you. Now it's your turn to make it part of your daily life. Here's your simple system. The 10-minute shadowing challenge. Step 1. Listen. Choose a short video or this lesson. Step 2. Repeat. Speak along, don't stop, even if it's not perfect. Step 3. Record. Listen to yourself. You'll hear your progress. Step 4. Smile. Because every word you speak brings you closer to confidence. Do this for just 10 minutes a day. It's short. It's powerful. And it changes everything. If you stay consistent, in 1 month your pronunciation will improve. Your rhythm will feel natural. And you'll think in English without translating. Now, let's close with a short affirmation together. Your confidence boost. Repeat after me, slowly and proudly. I speak clearly. I speak clearly. I belong in English conversations. I belong in English conversations. I am confident. I am confident. Excellent. Feel that energy in your voice. That's the sound of growth. You've completed this full shadowing practice. You didn't just watch, you trained. And that's what fluent speakers do every day. So keep going. Practice a little bit every morning. Share your progress in the comments. And if today's session helped you, subscribe and stay with me here on Daily English Insights, because this channel is your space to grow your English voice, your confidence, and your career. Next time, we'll go even further. We'll practice real office English for meetings and emails, so you can sound natural anywhere. Until then, remember, your English doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be yours. Keep speaking, keep smiling, keep growing.